January 29th, 2020, Sydney, Australia. An old Asian man walked along Campbell Street. All of a sudden, he goes into cardiac arrest and falls to the floor. Dozens of bystanders watched as the man slowly lost his life. He needed CPR, and yet nobody stepped up to help. By the time paramedics arrived, it was too late. He had passed away at the scene. After the incident, bystanders revealed the only reason they didn't help was because he was Asian, and thus they believed he had COVID-19. What makes matters worse is that at the time of these events, the entirety of Australia had only reported 7 cases of the virus. They watched him die because he was Asian. February 16th, 2021, Los Angeles, California. Denny Kim, a Korean American, stood patiently waiting for a friend, Joseph Cha, in Koreatown. All of a sudden, 2 men approached him while yelling racial slurs. They proceeded to beat him. By the time Cha had arrived, Kim was laying on the ground with his arms covering his face, being kicked and punched by these men. They were yelling, "You have the Chinese virus. Go back to China." The men fled the scene once they saw Cha. Who knows what would have happened if he had arrived a few minutes later. They beat him because he was Asian. March 16th, 2021, Atlanta, Georgia. It was Tuesday, 4:54 p.m. A car pulled up outside Young's Asian massage parlor in the suburbs of Atlanta. A few moments prior, the driver, a white man, had stopped by the gun store to purchase a 9mm firearm on the spot. Surveillance cameras watched the man enter the building, and though there is no footage of what happened inside, the dead bodies and memories of the survivors do well to paint a clear enough picture. Delana Ashley Yon, Paul Andre Michaels, Emily Tan, Dayo Fang had all been murdered. But it didn't stop there. An hour later, at 5:47 p.m., the police received a call from Gold Spa, another Asian massage parlor about 30 miles away. When the police arrived at the scene, they found the murdered bodies of Hyun-jung Grant, Sun-chung Park, and Sun-cha Kim. Not long after, shots were heard across the street at Aromatherapy Spa, where the body of Young Wei was found. He murdered them because they were Asian. So now ask yourself, is there such a thing as anti-Asian racism? The truth is, since the start of this pandemic, hate crimes against the Asian community have been on the rise all over the world. But what about Canada? We pride ourselves in being a multicultural and accepting society, so how is this relevant to us? Unfortunately, for millions of Asian Canadians, our country might be worse off than you think. According to Project 1907, Asian hate crimes in Canada are now more prevalent than ever before. Even crazier is the fact that Canada has a higher number of reported anti-Asian hate crime incidents per capita compared to the US.